What if I told you guys that the Masked Rider could use the powers of the Dragon Dagger, becoming Masked Rider Super Green? Well, in this video, we're gonna go over it. Now I know what you're thinking, Ash, this is crazy, how can the Masked Rider use the powers of the Green Ranger? That doesn't make any sense at all. Well, it kind of doesn't, but in the reality of a fan fiction or a fan comic, it can. So if you have no idea what fan comic I'm talking about Power Rangers, A Nightmare on Elm Street, written by Stephen Harper, and pencil and ink done by Francesco Moriz. Now, I'll give you the quick summary of Power Rangers A Nightmare on Elm Street, because it's pretty wacky, so stay with me. So to give you guys an abridged version of Power Rangers A Nightmare on Elm Street, because I really want you guys to read this comic for yourself, so here's the brief summary. Lord Zedd brings Freddy Krueger to life. Freddy starts causing havoc and gives the Rangers a hard time. Things get even more crazier when Lord Zedd has his brain scooped out by Freddy Krueger, and Freddy Krueger takes over Lord Zedd's body, calling himself Lord Fred, making himself even more powerful. And with this brand new power, he's able to enter the Rangers' nightmares like Freddy does. But not only that, he's able to summon Jason Voorhees, and Jason Voorhees and a giant Freddy Krueger fight the Thunder Megazord and the White Tiger Zord. Yes, that actually happens. That's how crazy this comic is. There's also a subplot, well, it happens at the start of the comic, where Bulk and Skull are killed by Freddy Krueger, and then they wake up and they meet the Dream Warriors, and now they're going to train with the Dream Warriors. This thing is fan service to the bone if you know both franchises, and it's really awesome because it has that sense of Power Rangers action, but also the matureness of a Freddy Krueger and a slasher film. It knows how to be both, so props to the writer for doing that. So then things get even more crazier, that's right, even more crazier. The Rangers are trapped in Freddy's pocket dimension, horror pocket dimension, whatever you want to call it, and they're unable to get out. So Zordon and Alpha call the help of Masked Rider and the Rangers of Aquitar. That's right, Masked Rider and the Rangers of Aquitar. That's how awesome this comic is when it comes to fan service, and I gotta praise, like I said, I gotta praise the writer, because he knows how to hit the nostalgia and the fan service in this comic. So, the Rangers of Aquitar and the Masked Rider go to the pocket dimension to save the Rangers, but then Freddy summons Pinhead from the Hellraiser series, and they get their asses kicked and they're forced to retreat. So then Zordon gives Dex the Dragon Dagger, saying that he can call upon these powers if he needs them, and that's what Dex does in issue 4 of Power Rangers A Nightmare on Elm Street, using the powers of the Dragon Dagger, becoming Masked Rider Super Green. And I really dig this design that the artist drew, because it's a mix between Kamen Rider Black RX and the Green Ranger. Well, of course it is, because it's Masked Rider using the hybrid powers of the Dragon Dagger, but you can really see it in the design where it's mostly a Kamen Rider form and a Power Rangers form second that blends in with the design, and that's really cool, where it could actually look like a Kamen Rider design if you probably took away the dragon shield. So with the helmet, it's a blend between the Green Ranger helmet, where it's got the little fin on the top, you've got the teeth in the eyes, you've got the big red Kamen Rider eyes, the mouthpiece is moved and it kind of looks like the Green Ranger mouthpiece, which is also really awesome. The shield is really cool. I mean, it's the Dragon Ranger shield, which is kind of more pointier, it looks like, to me. And you can see Kamen Rider or Masked Rider wielding the Dragon Dagger and his sword, which is really awesome. And not only that, even down to the boots, he's wearing the Green Ranger boots. So it's a really awesome hybrid design, and I dig it quite a fair bit. And this form is really powerful because it grants him super speed, and he's able to take up Pinhead's Xenobites with ease, making short work of him with his brand new powers. Not only that, he's able to use the Dragon Dagger and the Electro Saber to slash through the Xenobites and the Barrier of Doom, so he can basically tear a dimensional rift in space and time. Well, not really, but he can break the barrier that was between the worlds, so that shows how powerful this character is. And that's pretty much where the topic of today's video ends, because there aren't any brand new pages out as of recording this video right now. But if you want to read Power Rangers: A Nightmare on Elm Street for yourself, I'll leave a link in the description and in the comments down below if you want to check it out for yourself. I recommend supporting this fan project and reading it for yourself because it's really awesome, and the people writing it and working on it know what they're doing and know their audience they're appealing to. So I recommend checking it out, that is for sure. Thank you so much. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and don't forget to turn on notifications. Special thanks to Swagger4, who has become a Zord tier member. If you want to get your name shouted out at the end of the video, you can hit that join button that's next to the subscribe button and have your name in the credits of my videos and even shout it out like Swagger4. So thank you so much for everyone who hits that join button on the channel. With that said, I'm going to wrap things up now. Thanks for watching.